Once again, everyone, it's time for Thursday's Thoughts. It's Adrian. I hope you're having a great week this week. This is sponsored by KSM Ministries. So glad that you're with us and joined us today. Psalm 4, we talked about, started this kind of series. We're still in the Psalms. Psalm 4, we talked about getting some sweet sleep. Psalm 5, we talked about after you get that night's sleep in the morning, you can lay your petitions before God and listen to God. Psalm 6, we talked about David and the Sheminith, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is the lowest octone level, but that is usually used for a lament to God. And we can talk to God about anything, even when we have done something wrong, and He will forgive us and have mercy on us. We're now in Psalm 7. And here's another one of those terms that's in the beginning of the Psalm. I simply titled this one, This is Intense. Okay? It begins by saying, a shiggaion or a shiggaion of David, which he sang to the Lord concerning Cush, a Benjamite. Now, there's a big theological discussion about who this Cush guy was. He could have been an actual guy named Cush. We don't really have any record of that in 1st and 2nd Kings or in 1st and 2nd Chronicles. We don't really have a record of that. But there could have been a guy named Cush who was in opposition to David, making accusations against David. Some believe that this Cush guy was actually Saul, who himself was from the tribe of Benjamin. And it seems like this psalm is talking about somebody who's supposed to be his friend, who is making accusations against him and trying to hurt him. Let's read part of this. I mean, this to me is an intense thought. Lord, my God, I take refuge in you. Save and deliver me from all who pursue me, or they will tear me apart like a lion and rip me to pieces with no one to rescue me. Lord God, if I have done this, and there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid my ally with evil or without cause, have robbed my foe, let my enemy pursue and overtake me. Now, you hear what he's saying? He's saying, if I've done something wrong to them, then I deserve this. But then he says in verse 6, arise, Lord, in your anger. Rise up against the rage of my enemies. Awake, my God, decree justice. Whoever this was knew David. Whoever this was, he made accusations, insults about David, and David is responding because this is life-threatening. When it gets life-threatening, it gets intense. Life sometimes becomes very, very intense. I've been in a few accidents in my life. One particular one, I think, or two actually, I kind of thought I shouldn't be here, but God spared me. But in that moment of the accident, it was so intense. And remember in Psalm 4, we talked about things that happen during our day, and it makes it difficult for us to sleep because of distress or stress. David here in this psalm says, I don't know what I did to them, Lord, to cause this, but I need you to arise. I need you to defend me. And the latter part of the psalm says this, the trouble they call recoils on them. Their violence comes down on their own heads. I will give thanks to the Lord because of his righteousness. I will sing the praises of the name of the Lord Most High. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my focus off of them. I can't control what other people do. Some circumstances I can't control. So I'm going to take my focus off of trying to control that to you. I'm going to sing praises to you. My intensity level will shift from what's going on around me to how great you are. Can you do that with me today? And maybe make that a practice in your prayer time, in your life. I need to learn how to take my eyes off the situation and give thanks and praise to God and take the intensity away from what's going on to how great he is. And what does that do? Does that change my circumstances? Not necessarily. Sometimes I wake up to the same circumstances, but what it does do is it changes my focus and gives me that sense of peace that only He can give. And then I allow God to work in the circumstances. This is intense, but God's got this, and God's got you. God bless you. Have a great week this week.